Hey, what's up guys? So this is probably going to be the most important video that I'm going to record this year because we are going to talk about the 10 best cheap fragrances for men in 2023. And you know, sometimes friends of mine or family members approach me and ask me, hey Peter, which fragrance could you recommend me for dating, for summertime? And I recommend them something and they say, hey, I know it's a great fragrance, but it's too expensive. Don't you have anything cheaper you could recommend me? And if you think the same way, you don't want to spend hundreds of dollars just to smell good, then you came to the right place. I totally understand you. So to those 10 fragrances that we are talking about, there's no particular order. You know, it's not like the number 1 spot is like the best one or number 10 is like the worst of the best cheap ones. No, they're all suitable for different occasions and different seasons. You know, there's no particular order to them. And before we start, I also want to mention Montblanc, the fragrance brand. None of their fragrances made it to the list. However, like think about Explorer, think about Legend Spirit, think about Individuel. All great fragrances with good value for money, especially if you buy them online. So think about them too. They are not on the list, but they are very good fragrances. So guys, are you ready? Then let's not waste more time and let's start. Boom! And the first one is a fragrance from Taffer and it's called Assat. I actually like this bottle design, and guys, the first time I did wear this, my coworker, who obviously knows a lot of fragrances that I know, she told me, Peter, this is by far the best fragrance that you ever wear. Man, it smells like a cola, Haribo, gummy bear kind of, you know, some compare this to Dior Elixir. I don't see it, it has some vibes to it, but it smells more similar to Mancera Tonka Cola, if you know this. And it's super versatile. I think you can wear it in summertime, in wintertime. It's interesting enough for a date. It's serious enough for a workplace. Man, you can maybe even wear this for a nightclub because it's super strong. It's long lasting. Man, this has everything. I really like it. And what Taffer created here for 25 euros, something like this, for this bottle is like absolutely fantastic. Taffer Assat. Smells like cola, gummy bears. The next one, a fragrance from Lacoste, is Eau de Lacoste Blanc. And guys, this is the fragrance if you want something that gives you like a happy mood. You know, this is a fragrance for the happy-go-lucky guy. It's super easy to wear. It's a white floral fragrance and it's perfect for an outfit like this, probably like, you know, white t-shirt, like casual pants, maybe some jeans. If you're a teenager, you're still going to school, maybe, you know, to college or your first years at university, wear this one. Absolutely fantastic during the day, best for summer or springtime. Really good. Okay, I was thinking if I want to include this. It's Armaf Club de Nuit Intense Man. And well, it's obviously a Creed Aventus clone and the most famous one. However, I think it's not really a clone, it's more like inspired by. And this one is the Eau de Toilette concentration. It's long lasting, it's like super cheap, it gives you a great silage. People like it on you, you will get compliments. However, I was thinking not to include it because the opening, the first hour is like really harsh, man. It smells like toilet cleaner, it has lots of citrus. So if you don't mind the first hour, then it's like absolutely perfect. It's not really a Creed Aventus clone. This is more harsh, it's not as refined, but still a really good fragrance. And I would recommend you the Parfum concentration. I just have this little sample here. It's more refined, the opening is not as harsh. It's twice as expensive as the Eau de Toilette, but I think it's much better. Like if you're willing to spend a bit more, then get the Parfum concentration, otherwise get the Eau de Toilette. Both, however, really good for the money. A fragrance from Davidoff, and this one is Cool Water Intense. And this is so different from the other Cool Waters because this one here is a party fragrance. A party fragrance for summertime. And the normal Cool Waters are all like fresh, like think about the Cool Water, the original, the Cool Water Parfum, all fresh fragrances. However, this one is like sweet, it's fruity, it has like blood orange, it has coconut, it's still aquatic, But yeah, it gives me a vibe of I'm in Spain, I'm partying, you know, I have a cocktail in my hand, I'm in Ibiza, beautiful girls around me, the sun is shining, life is good, I'm wearing Davidoff Intense, perfect. Really, really good one. Oh, the next one. Another one from Taffer. Man, I know this is going to be boring. It's not sponsored, by the way. But this one is Taffer Legacy. I like the bottle a lot, by the way. The strange horse here. I hope you can see it. And this one here actually made it on the number 2 spot of my best summer fragrance list, you know, of all time. Not of all time, like the top 10 fragrance list. And guys, it smells like a ice cold fresh Sprite. It has lemon, it has mint, it's sparkling, it has this, you know, fresh out of shower vibe. You can wear it to any situation in summertime, during daytime, whatever it is. Super easy to wear, super easy to like. And a good friend of mine, you know, he asked me, which summer fragrance can you recommend me? And I did send him the link to my top 10 list, and he said, yeah, all good fragrances, but they're too expensive. And I replied, hey, did you check out the number 2 spot, My Year Legacy? Now he owns it and he loves it. Maybe it's also good for you. Really good one. Guys, you know, there is something to it. When you buy cheap fragrances, you feel like smart. You know, like a cheap fragrance that smells good. I love it. I tell you something. I rather buy 5 cheap fragrances and 4 of them are not good and just one is wearable than buy one really expensive one. You know, just, you know, buying 5 things and experiencing them, they're all different. And then you have something that's like cheap and good and you feel so smart. At least that's how I'm feeling. Okay, let's go with the next one. It's 9 p.m. from Afnan, another, you know, like Oriental fragrance house. And you could say this is basically a dupe of Ultra Male from Jean Paul Gaultier. It smells very, very similar. It has tonka bean, it's sexy. It has some pear notes there, it's a bit fruity. But they changed the formulation. It's not as fruity, it's not as playful as Ultra Male. It's really good, it's good for date, it's good for clubbing, especially in winter time. It will give you compliments 100%. And yeah, I think I bought this fragrance like 100 milliliters for 20 euros, which is absolutely ridiculous. However, I would say if you can afford it and you're willing to spend a bit more, get Ultra Male. It's even better, it's more playful, it's more sexy. However, for 20 euros, this one here is a no-brainer. 9 p.m. from Afnan. Another fragrance from the same fragrance house is Turati Blue. And well, it's in the name, obviously. This one is a blue fragrance inspired by Bleu de Chanel or by other blue fragrances. It's also a bit fresher and it has also some oriental notes later on. And I was really debating with myself if I want to include this in this list. You know, when I spray it on like this, the opening is fantastic. Like right now, oh my God. Then I think it's even better than the Chanel. It's probably like the best blue fragrance on the market. Like the opening, absolutely fantastic. Oh my God, amazing. And then in a dry down after 30 minutes, I'm not liking it that much. It becomes a bit weird. However, so I did wear it again for this, you know, top 10 list here. And at my workplace, it was like ridiculous. Like 2 of my co-workers, they said like, Peter, you smell fantastic. 2 clients said the same. So... And then I did wear it again and I got another time compliments. It's one of those fragrances that smell better in the air, like on other people, than on you. Like when you smell like this, yeah, it's good, really good, but not fantastic. But like what other people smell on you, like they love it. Turati Blue, if you want like a blue stay fragrance, very versatile, something for the office, then get this one. It's like a no-brainer for the price. The next one here, I have to laugh when I'm already seeing the bottle. It's Detour Noir. And I hope the camera is focusing, the lens is focusing. Like, it's the cheapest bottle that I've ever encountered. Like, the production value is so low. Can you see the label here? Like, I bought this new, and the label here is like not correctly printed. This bottle is so cheap, it's plastic. Over here, it doesn't really fit. You cannot remove it. It's like, like the bottle is like really bad. However, what is important is the juice, right? And this one here smells like an apple strudel. It's like vanilla based, it's very sweet, something for winter time. It has a casual vibe to it, so don't wear it when you wear a suit. Now wear it for a date in your leisure time. Come across more like a casual guy, you know, easygoing. And yeah, it's really good. Some compare it to Layton from Parfum de Mardi. I don't think so. It's much closer to Hugo Boss Bottled Intense in the eau de parfum concentration. This one is discontinued. And well, if you not mind the bottle, then get this one. The juice is really good. Guys, I know it's getting boring, but there is going to be another fragrance from Taffer. I know it's... What can I do? They just make great fragrances. And this one here is Camera. Camera, man, it smells very unique. It's another winter fragrance and it's super sweet, almost unisex, but very unique because it smells like you're in Belgium and you enter a praline store, like a luxury chocolate store, and yeah, it's cold outside, you open the door and it smells like chocolate, it smells like praline, it's like rich, it's creamy, it's sweet, something like this, alluring, sexy. And Camera smells exactly like this, really good for dates. It's super long lasting too. At times it was a bit more expensive, but when I checked yesterday the price, it was again affordable. 100 milliliters, below 50 euros, I think like 35 euros, something like this, so very affordable. A great spot and super unique too. And another one from Taffer, I'm sorry. This one here is Oud for Glory. And guys, I was thinking not to exclude this fragrance here into the list because my policy to dupes and clones is to not include them. You know, if a fragrance is inspired by another one, it's okay. But if the formulation is almost the same, and especially if the design and the name is almost the same, then I think, yeah man, it's a one-to-one clone. So I'm not including it. And I think Oud for Glory is a one-to-one clone of Oud for Greatness from Inicio, like an oud based fragrance. This one here obviously very cheap, 30 euros 100 milliliter. Oud for Greatness from Inicio, much more expensive, over 200 euros. Really good one, this one. If you want, like all of the others here, you know, they are more mainstream fragrances, but Oud for Glory is more like a real niche fragrance, you know. None of your friends, none of your colleagues, none of your girlfriends ever has smelled something like this. It's like very different. It has this oud, it has this bold character, best for winter time, something unique, something different. So if you want to step into the niche world and want to have something different, then Oud for Glory is great. And why I have so many Taffer fragrances in there, of course, like I'm talking always about the juice, but I have to honor the packaging that they give. Sometimes, you know, when you get a Taffer fragrance and you unpack them, you think you are unpacking a fragrance for 200 euros. Like the packaging is like amazing quality, the bottle design is always nice, and yeah, that's why Taffer got some credit here, and that's why Oud for Glory is included into this list. Guys, the 10 best cheap fragrances out there. I hope this video helps you a lot. If you want to read up on those or you want to explore more fragrances, then check out my website. It's called olfactoryambition.com. And other than that, you can also hit the subscribe button. A lot more videos are coming. Man, I'm in such a good mood. Like, it's already 10 days, all day sun, you know, 10 days sunny in the row. Have a nice day and see you next time. Bye bye.